What's going on, y'all boys? It's your man MK, and welcome back to another reaction, aka Can't Forget Bonnet Boy. SCP-3812. Now I know what SCPs are, but I don't. When I say I know what SCPs are, I know they're like, aren't they like these type of monsters, these beings and things like that? But I don't know any of them. I don't. You feel me? Isn't there a chair that's an SCP? I've seen that before. That's kind of crazy. But how strong is SCP-3812? Let's go ahead and find out. All I ask you guys to do is to like, comment, subscribe, share with your mom, dad, sister, brother, grandpa, grandma, dog, cat, Shaq, Shaquille O'Neal. Let's go ahead and get right into the video, man.
SCP-3812. Once he was just Sam Howell, an ordinary man buried 6 feet beneath the earth, but the dirt couldn't hold him, and death itself had no authority. From the grave he rose, not as a man, not even as a myth, but an anomaly of existence so fractured, so beyond comprehension, that just to even see him, even the gods have to look up. SCP-3812 is no longer bounded by shape, by flesh, or the prison of identity. He's an entity in perpetual ascension, a being who constantly outgrows the very narrative he exists in, a self-aware paradox, constantly clawing its way upward through reality, shredding every story that tries to contain him. Within the SCP Foundation database, they call him a reality-altering entity, but that title is a cage built for ants. SCP-3812 isn't just an anomaly, he's a skyscraper stacked on top of infinite realities, all of which he's transcended. He's the unwritten margin of the SCP universe, where logic collapses and fiction cries. So let's peel back the layers. SCP-3812 no longer fits in a single reality. He is described as constantly changing appearance, flickering through forms like broken projections, because the fabric of our reality can't properly render what he is. And nobody knows why this happened. He just is. His presence stretches and tears the surrounding world like.
Can I see what this nigga look like? Like what I'm imagining right now is just an invisible entity. Like, what is going on?
Trying to jam a fourth-dimensional being into a two-dimensional space, reality will crack. SCP-3812 exists in all realities simultaneously, omniversal in presence, but not in peace. He suffers. The higher he ascends, the more fragmented he becomes. Realizing the truth of his condition, he sees the story being written, rewritten, and edited by unseen forces, the authors, the editors, the gods of higher narratives. And so, he climbs, he crawls, and transcends all of them. To understand the full scope of his strength, imagine this. The most powerful SCPs like 682, the Scarlet King, or the Broken God, exist in specific layers or narratives within the boundless space and time. SCP-3812 has no such bounds. He breaks through all of them like glass. He operates in a universe where narratives stack, a model in which reality is built on infinite layers, each one higher than the last. And when he reaches the top, he surpasses it, then surpasses the next, and the next, until every tower of logic, physics, causality, and even abstract conceptualization become nothing more than another step on his staircase. With this, he possesses powers beyond comprehension, beyond dimensional existence, as SCP-3812 doesn't exist in dimensions as we know them. He exists outside the very concept of dimensionality itself. Space and time are like furniture to him. He has acausality. Not only can he not be killed retroactively, you could kill his past self, the author who wrote him, the author's author, and the story creator itself, and he would still persist, because he's not outside the narrative.
Wait, so this is him? This ball of light. This purple, white, blue ball of light.
writes it while standing on top of it. He has conceptual erasure as he's erased entire concepts from existence. Imagine removing the color blue, not just the pigment, but the idea of it from all sentient memory, so that nobody knows what color the sky ever was. But he's gone even further than this. He created SCP-2719, a metaphysical pointer to impossible dimensions, which proves how vast his influence truly is. He has plot manipulation. While most gods manipulate reality, 3812 manipulates the plot. He changes the story structure. He twists the author's pen. He has law manipulation as he overrides the physical laws of any narrative that he's in. The laws of math, physics, metaphysics, none of them can cage him. Even Ben, an entity that literally rewrote the laws of SCP-3812's reality, could not rewrite or kill him. To ground this, let's use an example. Imagine your favorite superhero comic, let's say Superman. Now imagine a character so powerful that they don't punch Superman, they tear the page out of the comic, step into the real world, and punch the author instead. That is SCP-3812. Wow. He exists on a level where characters, concepts, themes, and stories are beneath him. His shape-shifting is
that's kind of crazy, nigga. Imagine you drawing a comic or whatever, and as you're drawing it, you see a nigga step out of the paper and start smacking your shit. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Physical. He's appeared as an amorphous rotating mass of cosmic energy, a star made of white-hot material, a cloud that caused desert climates to freeze, and oceans to evaporate. He can cause worldwide firestorms and has slowed down the rotation of the Earth. But this is irrelevant because he's not bounded by cause and effect. Every time he does something, it happens not because of science or magic, but because the narrative demands it. He bent the narrative to do his will. Even now in his current state, above the highest possible narrative layer, outside of all systems, SCP-3812 continues to climb. He transcends not just others, but himself. He's destroyed every version of himself that ever was or ever could be. Every attempt to stop him has failed because he cannot be stopped. The narrative engine he rides will continue climbing even when all else turns to dust. The SCP Foundation theorizes that if SCP-3812 continues to climb, he may eventually provoke a PK-class all-in-one existential pandemonium event. Translation: all narratives collapse into a single incomprehensible super entity. Imagine every book ever written folded into a single sentence, every universe collapsing into one thought. That's the kind of end SCP-3812 threatens. So what is it that this entity wants? Some say SCP-3812 is just looking for peace. Others say he wants to destroy all the authors in existence, making him above everything, to make the suffering end, to no longer be watched, and stopped being a puppet. But whatever the truth is, do not engage this entity at all cost. SCP-3812 is not just a threat to our world, our multiverse, or our entire timeline. He's a threat to the narrative itself. He's the fire that melts the ink of reality, the glitch in the simulation that wakes up mid-code. He's what happens when a character realizes that they were never meant to be. And even now, he's still climbing higher. Bow not before a god, but before the memory of one who refused to remain forgotten, the anomaly that cannot be deleted, the man who became the latter, SCP-3812. Overall, SCP-3812 would scale infinite layers into high outer with irrelevant speed. And shout out to Dan.
60 buckaroos for a ball of light. But nah, for real. He said infinite layers higher outer. So this is obviously washing any anime character beforehand that I've reacted to. This is better than Batman, Superman, shit, Sonic, Shadow. This nigga is now when broken is a thing, this is broken because he is actually broken, and I think he's just a ball of light. What the fuck are SCPs? Anyways, if you guys enjoyed that video, it will be the original link will be the first thing in the description box below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share with all your family and friends. God, talking very quickly is a skill. It really is. And I will see you guys in the next one.